Greetings. Today I want to speak to you concerning how never to be broke again another day in your life. You see, when it comes to being broke, uh, to feel like there is not enough to go wrong, it is a state of consciousness. In other words, it's a mindset. It is all mental, it is all psychological. It is not as real as you might think it is. You see, the world have shaped our mind to have certain belief about ourselves. And so, because of that, many people are actually defeating themselves by being unproductive. And what make them become unproductive? It is because of a lack of knowledge of self. And so, I'm here to raise your awareness concerning energy. Your energy, your vibration, and your frequency is actually your currency. It is your ability to earn money or any other material thing that you desire in this world. It is the ability to live sumptuously and reflect the rest of nature. For when you look at nature, you see it is the sun, the sun that shines upon nature and gives nature its energy. It empowers nature. It does the same thing to all of humanity. It gives humanity its energy and its vitality. And we convert that energy and that vitality into the equivalent of whatsoever we desire in this world. And many people look at it and they call it innovation, they call it technology, and they think it is just special people who can do such things in life. But I'm saying to you that every one of us have the ability to move from a place of scarcity to a place of prosperity. That's the reason why the book of Mind Science, which is the Bible, it tells you, let the poor say, I am rich. Which means if the circumstances around you, the effects around you is showing you as if there is lack or scarcity, you're told to doubt that. You're told not to believe that. You're told to live above that and affirm your life whichever way you want it to be. In other words, you're told that you are the Lord and Master of your destiny. You are also told that you can bend reality to your will in that simple scripture. If you understand it metaphysically and esoterically, if you understand it psychologically, if you understand that the Bible really addresses the human mind and that it must be interpreted psychologically, that it is not literal, neither secular history, and that it is not pointing to any event that would have taken place thousands of years ago, or any one who existed thousands of years ago. So many people can be taking personification for persons, and they could be taking allegory for history, and that can affect their mindset towards money, wealth, and other things in life. And so, if you never gonna be broke again in life, it means that you have been transformed by the renewing of your mind. It means that you have learned the power of energy transmutation and that you are willing to transmute your energy into the equivalent of whatsoever you desire in this three-dimensional physical world. So everyone have a choice in life never to be broke again. You may grow up in a neighborhood, grow up in a certain environment where even your parents and others around you tend to have that kind of mindset of lack and scarcity and being broke and not enough to go around and so on. But if you learn to think outside of the box, you learn to exercise your mind, and you learn as much as you can about the mind and how the mind works, and learn as much as possible about yourself, and learn as much as possible about the traditions that were given to you, like your religious traditions and all of these things, and the belief system and so on that was passed down to you. You question these things, you do your own research, you go within yourself and be honest with yourself and seek for direction from your intuition. Let your intuition lead you and guide you. And I'm telling you, you will never be broke another day in your life when you really discover that your real identity is your divinity. When you discover that money is energy and that you are a mass of energy, and energy cannot be created or destroyed, but it can be transmuted, okay, into any form or any shape, then you will know how important it is for you to embrace meditation on a daily basis, how important it is for you to embrace positive self-talk and affirmation and visualization and all the many different rituals that will put you in alignment with your higher self. Because whether you believe it or not, you born in this world being rich. You born with all your mental faculties. You born with your will and your perception, your reason, your memory. You born with your intuition. You born with the most powerful thing, which is imagination. For your imagination is actually your God power to create and to mold and to shape anything in this world that you desire while you are having this human experience. And this experience is temporal. Okay? Thus, the reason why you being eternal, but the experience right here, right now, is temporal. You must seek to use the ability to live life on your own terms, because you know that your identity is your divinity. So you know that you are a divine being. You know that you are eternal. And that which is eternal can create anything. That which is eternal is omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent. There's only now. As you inhale and you exhale, you can only inhale and exhale in the now. As you be conscious, you can only be conscious in the now. As you be aware, you can only be aware in the now. A person can only say yesterday in the now. They can only say tomorrow in the now. They can only say the past in the now. They can only say the future in the now, because there's only now. And so when you tap in to your eternal self, you'll always live in the eternal now. And so, my brothers and my sisters, be the best version of yourself by learning to trust the leading and the guidance of your intuition to give you anything that you desire in this world. So, know exactly what you want. Be specific and write it down. As a matter of fact, in the book of Mind Science, which is the Bible, which is actually a magic book, okay, and you being a magician, and your word is your one, it tells you that whenever you want anything in this world, and it tells you that in Habakkuk chapter 2, verses 1 to 4, you can read it, okay, and before you even read chapter 2, go and read chapter 1, verses 1 to verses 4 also. So you're going to read verses 1 to verses 4, and then you're going to use chapter 1, verses 1 to verses 4, and then chapter 2, verses 1 to verses 4. And you'll see it is telling when you have a situation to deal with in life, okay, and you're looking for answers, what you must do. And then in chapter 2, it's telling you when you get the answer, this is what it will tell you to do. It say that you must write down the vision, what you would like to envision and achieve in this world. You must write it down and make it plain. Be specific about it. And you must understand that though it tarry, because there's a lot of gestation, there's cycles that must take place. Do not get yourself trapped in time. So he said, though it tarry, it is sure. Just wait for it. Learn to exercise patience with the understanding of how the universe really works, with the understanding of your anatomy and your physiology and your biology and so on, and you would realize that you didn't born big in this world. It takes a process for you to grow and expand and become more intelligent and so on. So while thing was happening on the inside and people wasn't seeing it happening, yet it was happening. It's the same thing when you have your desires and you have your goals and you have your dreams and so on. and you want to move from a place of poverty to a mindset of abundance and prosperity. Okay, so showing you the same process you must use. So you say, do it till you wait for it, because it is what? Sure. It is saying that you work with certain law and order. Well, there are universal laws that governs all of humanity and governs this universe. And once you align yourself with those laws, nothing can stop you. For example, if you look at a simple law in the universe, you see that every species and every seed must and will all reproduce after its own kind. And so when you realize that your thoughts are seeds, and whatever you plant in your subconscious mind, it definitely reproduce after its own kind, then you will know that if you have negative thoughts, you get negative results. If you have thoughts of lack and scarcity, that's the kind of result you will get also. So my brother and my sisters, I'm giving you the opportunity never to be broke again in your life by saying to you, all you have to do is have a mindset of abundance and prosperity. And to create that mindset of abundance and prosperity, it takes repetition. So daily, repeat your life how you want it to be. Okay, you do not have to say it out loud. You just have to have that in your mind and speak within yourself. What do you say to yourself when you're with yourself is very important. Okay, observe the silence. Okay, and walk in silence. Do not go ringing a bell. Do not broadcast your desires and so on to everyone and out into the world and scatter the powers. Okay, keep it in your insight and visualize and see and feel and go around with that feeling of abundance, that feeling of prosperity, that feeling of you will never be broke and have never been broke. You was just lacking knowledge, and now you have the knowledge. You live your life as one who's prosperous, one who's rich, and one who's reflect the rest of nature. And always look at nature to inspire you to grow and expand in life. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I can go on and on and on, but I hope you get the message I'm trying to bring across to you, and it's very helpful to you. And if it do, okay, and you haven't subscribed already, I'm definitely encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, to share this video. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram, you like to follow me on TikTok, you can definitely follow me at Black Mad Guru. If you like to get my books, the links are down in the description. You have about 10 or more books to choose from. Also, if you want to book a one-on-one with me, you can drop me a mail and you can book a one-on-one with me. Also, if you want to be a part of my Free Thinkers and Seekers University, you're most welcome. And I also have a Patreon, and you can become a part of my Patreon community, where I have a course there that is called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to create your reality consciously. And along with that is a bonus course on self-concept. But the choice is yours. But before I leave you, my last encouragement is to make sure that you at least check out all of the links that are down below, and definitely let your intuition lead you and guide you into what to do. So with that being said, I just want to say peace, love you all, out.